stream settings. No, in here. Where's the mouse? Just so we can see how many people are watching. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the men's finals for flag football as we watch them get announced in from dear Sean Butler.
Good evening and welcome to Meade Stadium for the 2022 Men's Intramural Flag Football Final. In today's game, the home team, wearing blue, the number 9 seed, the Reptilians. Playing for the Reptilians, number 41, Captain John Bliss. Number 3, Braden Anderson. Number 5, Sam Chosick. Number 13, Brady Conlin. Number 20, Connor Gallagher. Number 12, Jack Henning. Number 0, Mason Houle.
That's the GOAT right there, Mason Houle.
Number 42, Tommy McFerrin. And number 53, Eric Zimmerman. The visiting team in red, the number 14 seed, the Disciples of Sam. Playing number 21, Jared Allen. Number 44, John Alney. Number 7, Shay Blanchard. Number 13, Cullen Byrne. Number 3, Nicholas Colross. Number 5, Nate Jett. Number 1, Samuel Laramie. Number 33, Ryan Palillo. Number 11, Jack Segru. And number 2, Melvin Zapata. Officiating today's game, referee Andrew Jones. Line judge Ryan Sislin. Field judge Evan Houle. Back judge Nathan Condi. And down box Nick Ciampi. Please stand and remove your cap for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another men's championship co-rec final here between the Disciples of Sam, dressed up in the red jerseys, and in the blue, the Reptilians. We should have a pretty exciting matchup here in store for us tonight, just after the co-rec finals, in which my co-host here, Matthew Wilson, just won.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Max, I lost my voice a bit there, so you won't be hearing me talk as much this game, which is good, because that means none of you people at home can call me Joe Buck this year.
That is quite all right. He did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. He was out there hustling on the field. 2 touchdowns for this guy.
And a passing one.
And a passing touchdown, yes, indeed. Nevertheless, let's get right into the action here as the Disciples of Sam. I'm going to have to get used to looking at those jerseys as they are custom. It's very hard to see the numbers. They are going to huddle now. And our former co-rec MVP, who was crowned earlier tonight, Mason Houle, is on the field for the Reptilians. Let's see if he still has enough energy to play at peak performance. As Disciples of Sam now set up, we're going to see the first play of the evening here in the men's final. Under the snap, he's going to roll out right. It looks like he's just going to take it here. Going to pick up a few, deflagged right at the sideline by the number 41 of John Bliss. And it looks as though our quarterback tonight for the Disciples of Sam is Shea Blanchard, the number 7. Looks like the Disciples of Sam have a very decent offensive line strategy set up here, as they're going to be able to block the rush, put some pressure on him. Blanchard is not going to be able to complete that pass.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you, Max. I think they're going to have to deal with that a lot this game because Reptilians, if there's one thing about them, is that they rush and they rush heavy.
Well, I mean, we saw that, or at least I saw that previous game. There was no shortage of rushing, and that is one of the biggest advantages you can have in this game, is being able to utilize coming off the edge as strong as possible and putting pressure on those quarterbacks. Little scuffle there. Short gain, it looked like. About a yard or so.
Tackle on the play by Gallagher after a short gain brings up 3rd down, 40 to gain.
3rd down now. 40-yard line, 2 gain. Reptilians looking to be effective so far. Haven't seen much out of the bag of tricks from the Disciples so far. As the ball is once again snapped. Blanchard looking, getting chased out of the pocket. He's going to get sacked.
What a grab there by Gallagher.
The number 20 of Connor Gallagher never gave up on that play.
Will bring up 4th down with the 40-yard line to gain.
So already 20 yards out from the 40-yard line here. And looks like we're going to see a punt here. And that sounded like it didn't come off the foot as well as he would have liked.
That actually sounded painful.
And they're just going to take it up a few yards. The number 41 of John Bliss is going to carry it up about 5 to 8 yards there.
Taken down at the 38-yard line. We'll set up 1st down and 2.
You know, weapon to watch out for here on offense is number 42, McSparron. And his signature little beanie as he always wears. But let me tell you, if he finds open field, you're in trouble.
Now listen, Matt, if you see Tommy McSparron on the rival team on any roster in intramural sports, you know you're going to have a difficult game.
It's going to be unfun, to say the least.
Snap. It's the number 12.
Hennon.
He's going to fire it across the field. A diving attempt there. Isn't able to come up with it.
Diving attempt by Anderson falls incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
And Jack Hennon for the Reptilians is going to be doing the tossing tonight. As we can see off that previous play, is also steeped in being able to roll out of the pocket and make a decent throw, whether it's across his body or not. 2nd down now coming up here. And snapped once again to Hennon, a heavy rush. He's going to go up the gut. He's got blockers. He's quick.
It.
He's got plenty of room. Running out the outside. Deflagged at the about 15 yards out of the red zone, though.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 12-yard line.
Reptilians looking for that early strike here, Max.
Exactly. He really turned on the Jets there and showing us just how much duality he has as a quarterback, able to sling it across the field as well as run it on the ground, as you can see there. Both defenders came alongside of him, either to the right or the left, and he just took it straight up the middle. First down now. Reptilians in the red zone. Blockers lined up. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Hennon going to sling it to the corner. He's got a man. It's McSparron.
What did I say?
To the end zone for McSparron for 6.
He is lethal.
Romo Stradamus over here up in the booth, calling that one out before it even happened. That will put the Reptilians up 6-0. That is without the conversion here.
Point after attempt is for 1. ball is
That's going to be
incomplete.
incomplete there.
And that puts the score at Reptilians 6, Disciples of Sam 0.
There. Gallagher lays out for the attempted sack. Disciples get it off, but somehow it looked like Hennon was able to rip that flag right off.
Great way to stop the Disciples' offense there after the incomplete extra point attempt.
With a first down and 14 with the 40-yard line to gain.
40-yard line to gain now for the Disciples. And they're going to be lining up on the leftmost hash there is Blanchard. Pump faking. He's just going to toss it off.
Hool with the grab.
And Mason Hool with a decent grab there. It didn't even look like Laramie was going to be able to get past the line of scrimmage there.
Set up a second down with the 40-yard line to gain.
And we have second down now. As it looks like the defensive rush has played a big part so far. I mean, we are only still in the first quarter at holding this Disciples offense and making sure their quarterback is unable to get a decent throw off. Once again, the same play. He just has to dump it off to one of the blockers there.
We'll bring up third down and 20 with the 40-yard line to gain.
3rd and 20 now. The Disciples are going to need a foothold here, momentum shifter, and a quick blitz from the number 20. It's Gallagher. He's just going to throw it up there. It's going to land out of bounds. Some great pressure from Gallagher there. 4th down now.
Excuse me, 4th down.
And we're going to see here, I would probably think it's going to be a punt, and it is the safer option here to keep this game close, unless the Reptilians can march their way down the field like they had on their first drive. And here comes the punt. This one a little better off the top of the foot there. It's going to be received. Hennon has a lane down the field. He's got blockers. He has a lane down the field. It looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds, but he makes it through. And Jack Hennon in one foul swoop is going to double the Reptilians' lead. I couldn't even see him. He was a blur running down the field.
Hennon's looking for his second flag football MVP in just 3 years.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm enjoying a protein bar.
It's all right. It's, you know what? You do have to refuel after that performance you put up last game. And we're going to see Reptilians set up now for yet another conversion. They failed at their first attempt. And then with the snap, in some trouble. He's going to sail it right over.
Looks like it might be Gallagher.
The point after attempt is good.
That was Gallagher with the catch there.
And Connor Gallagher doing his part for this team. 13-0 now, as the blue jerseys draw first blood here. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter of play.
Listen, Max,
Disciples ball yet again.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but Hennon's already putting together a great stat for him.
It seems that way. And I mean, the Disciples offenses look like they can't seem to figure out the defense. But hold on a minute. He's got a lane down the field, spinning out of one. And that's the number 2 of Melvin Zapata. After the flea flicker, was able to take advantage of an open lane down the right side of the field. Looked like he could have had a spin move and gotten out of that mess, but was deflagged on the sideline. First down again here for the Disciples. Let's see if they can put together a momentum-building drive here. Ball is snapped. Rolling out to the right. Man on him, and it's going to be another one of those blitzes where Gallagher is just on him so quick. The only thing he can do is dump it off to one of his blockers. Second down now. And that will bring our first quarter of play to a close.
The Reptilians are leading 13 to the Disciples of Sam 0.
(13-0) at the start of our second quarter of play here. The snap is made. In some trouble now. He's going to be taken down. Yet another sack.
Sacked in the backfield for a third down.
Connor Gallagher again.
40-yard line to gain.
This man cannot be stopped tonight, doing his fair share of work. And third down now. Another snap, going to fire it across. Zapata's got to get up on the second rung of the ladder there to grab that. Makes the catch.
Just short of the first down.
And it's going to be fourth down still, just shy.
Down and 1 with the 40 to gain.
An excellent grab there from the Disciples, Melvin Zapata. And they are inches away from this first down here.
Whoever at home is complaining to Walter that I'm not here, you can be rest assured that I am here. I'm just quiet because I was eating a protein bar.
And Blanchard rolling out to the left here, looking for a man. He's going to try to dump it off back to Zapata.
Oh!
It looked to be just in his hands. Wasn't able to come down with it after some great defense. The pressure was certainly on, and that will be a turnover.
The Reptilians will have the ball at the 39-yard line. First and 19 with the 20 to gain.
And Matt, what do you think is going to happen here? You think this is going to be another Hennon run down the sideline?
What are we looking at right now? Looking at first?
First down.
If I'm going to be honest with you, I'm feeling Hoole's first reception.
And we're going to see. Oh, it's a shovel pass. And deflagged after a pickup of about 5. Braden Anderson there, number 3.
About 14.
Second down now for the Reptilians. We see Tommy McSparron lining up on the far right side. Snap. Hennon. Across the field, short pass. It's going to be the 41 of John Bliss with the short gain.
A third down and about 8 with the 20-yard line to gain.
And that's third down. 8 yards to go. This is the first time the Reptilians this game have been stopped and only been allowed to use the short game.
I'm calling it right now. He's either going McSparron, he's going to run up the middle.
And the snap is made. Hennon surveying. Going to go up the middle. He's going to snap it off to Bliss. He's going to find a way around.
Bliss has room.
And deflagged, but after picking up the first down, a fantastic reception from Captain John Bliss, donning the 41 jersey this evening. And the Reptilians are once again back in business. Deep in the Disciples' territory now. Back in shotgun, Hennon calls for the snap. He's going to throw this one up to Bliss in the corner. Even if he had caught that, it would have been out of bounds. And second down. Goal line to gain. And then once again, and he gets sacked.
Whoa. Good play there.
We've seen that number 2 of Melvin Zapata be very quick around this field tonight, whether it's on offense, making grabs, or like we just saw there, being able to get around the O-line and deflag Jack Hennon. Now at a loss of some yards, still goal line to gain. The Reptilians have their work cut out for them here on this drive. Still 13-0 if you're just joining us here with 5 minutes to go in this first half.
Chat, let's hear it. Who do you think's going to win the night? Let's hear it, chat.
As we look to our stream chat to see what their thoughts are. And that one is going to be caught. Still no gain. Hennon was under a lot of pressure there. A great blitz from the Disciples, who were slowly starting to figure out their defensive scheme here. Reception from number 3, Braden Anderson. And the Reptilians still back further than they'd like to be. Going with their 2 blockers, 3 receivers formation. Hennon looking around. He sees who's sparing. It's going to be too far outside, and it'll sail out of bounds.
I don't think that's the worst thing, though, Max, because realistically, they only have to go 9 yards for the safety here.
That is true. So, I mean, if we just continue to see some Reptilian defense really take the reins again, then a safety could be in the future. Blanchard looking around, under some pressure. He's going to roll out left, take it on his own, moving through multiple defenders until there's a call on the play here. It didn't look like his flag was pulled off.
Never came off. Oh, the ball must have fallen.
Getting a first down, setting up 1st and 17 at the 23.
Despite the ball coming out of his hands, this will set up the Disciples with another first down here. Blanchard with the snap, going to quickly fire it across. And there's a lane here.
Oh, he's got plenty of room.
If only the blockers could get. And the number 5, he's got plenty of room running across field. That was the number 5 of Nate Jett.
You could say jet again, because he kind of jetted that ball, that
he
run.
He did jet down the field. If only he had one more blocker there.
Imagine if he had 2 more blockers.
Well, I'm sure it still would have turned out the same.
I agree.
And another snap, Blanchard. Looking for a pickup, instantly deflag. That was Bliss there.
After the reception, Bliss on the tackle. Sets up
Like a brick wall, John Bliss not letting anyone through. Didn't even get a gain of yards there. Zapata on the right side, lining up. Blanchard rolling out left again. He's back right, and he trips up.
He's down.
Blanchard slips on the turf, setting up 3rd down and 16.
And that is going to be 3rd and 16 for the Disciples as their woes continue here in this first quarter. Still have yet to put themselves up on the board. And a quick team meeting here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 1:50 left in our first half of gameplay here. If the Disciples want to put themselves on the board here in this first half, they're going to have to do it soon. As we see them once again line up and take the field. Snap is sent. It's going to be pitched off to the number 5, who's going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. And pretty far, too. And they tried to do something fancy there, try to pull something out of the playbook. But the Reptilian defense has just been on their game.
there is a timeout called by the disciples of Sam.
Oh, man.
Excuse me. That was on the Reptilians.
What is going on?
And there's going to be a timeout called here. At 1:09 now, the clock is stopped. We will put a few more seconds and set it back to 1:17. The disciples are going to be lining back up out on the field. Very far to go here. And the whistle blows, and we'll see Blanchard once again take the snap. He's got a little more time. He's going to air this one out deep in the field into double coverage. It
Almost
looked
came
like
away
it
with
was almost caught. He
He
just couldn't come down with it. And it seemed like the Reptilians' prior turnover to this drive did indeed pay off, as they are somewhere near midfield now. 1 minute left to go. As the Reptilians once again get into formation here. We'll see what they have in store for this drive. Snap is made. Hennon surveying the field once more. In a little bit of trouble. He's going to roll out right. And he's going to sling this one to the sideline. And that ball was way out of reach for the number 20 of Gallagher. Snap again, Hennon. Once again, under pressure now. He's going to fire that across the field. John Bliss with the reception is immediately deflagged. Decent pickup, though. And this will set up a 1st and goal as the blue jerseys once again call a timeout. 16 seconds left on the clock here. It looks like they are going to try their luck and extend this lead. Ball is snapped once more. And then looks around. He's going to fire this one. McSparron. He came down with it, but
Just
no
out.
good. Couldn't get both feet down, or
Just
one
one
foot
foot.
down.
But no, he was just out of bounds, unfortunately.
A great effort there by both quarterback and receiver.
And that's the end of the second quarter. With the score
As our second quarter comes to a conclusion here, Reptilians up 13-0 in what has been for the most part, very lopsided first half. Reptilians have been immaculate both on their offensive drives and as well as defense. Blitzing has played a huge role in keeping this Disciples quarterback pressured and forcing him to make passes that are otherwise inadvisable. We will be right back in a few minutes for the rest of the action here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second half of action here at the Men's Flag Football Championship game. The Reptilians up 13-0 against the Disciples of Sam. And will be Reptilians ball. As we're going to jump right back into the action here. Snap to Hennon. Looking for a man. He's going to go for the short game there. It's going to be the number 3 of Braden Anderson. Being deflagged after a pickup of about 2 yards.
Short for the first down. Set up second and about 4.
2nd and 4 now.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me.
You already did.
I know. I already did.
Okay. It's going to be a big pickup here.
Oh my
An
God!
even bigger
he's still
pickup.
going.
The number 20, Connor Gallagher, bobbing and weaving his way through a number of defenders there before being taken down at around the 40-yard line.
You know, Max, that play reminded me a lot of a car crash when one wheel comes flying off and it keeps rolling. You think it's going to stop eventually, but it doesn't.
That is an interesting metaphor.
Neither did I, Sean. Neither did I.
We do not share the same imagination when it comes to what we see on the field. Hennon once again rolling out to the right, going to fire one to the sideline. No good. Just throwing that one away. 2nd and 5 now. This evening, the Reptilians have been a fun team to watch. They've had their no shortage of big plays and big chunks taken out of the field. They can stick to the short game if they need to play it safe, but they've been very accurate. Hennon looking to the left. He's got Bliss taken down where it was caught.
We'll set up 1st and 17 with the 20 to gain.
The Reptilians line up once more. The Disciples they need a crucial stop here. Hennon rolling right. Under some pressure here. He's going to sling it across his body, and he hooks up with Anderson.
Sliding grab from Anderson will set up a 1st and goal at the 20-yard
Anderson
line.
had to slide for that one. Showing off a bit of a flashy catch there. Even better throw from Hennon under pressure, rolling out right. And another big gain. First down and goal, it looks like. Hennon once again taking the snap. And he's rolling out left, and he's going to get past the defender and into the end zone. It's going to be good.
From 20 yards out and is in for 6.
Jack Hennon with his 2nd rushing touchdown this evening. He's just been able to outpace these defenders, even with Zapata on his trail and very close. It just seemed like they couldn't get a hand on his flag.
God, that's such a cool last name.
Which one?
Zapata. Yeah, that's kind of sound like shoes. I was just feeling like it sounds Italian, so like it makes me feel like it's a pasta, but it's not. That's what's fun about it.
We have a lot of imagination up here in the booth this evening as the Reptilians now look to convert. And into the right of the field, John Bliss, no issue there.
Make the score, Reptilians 20, Disciples of Sam 0.
Score is
It's
now
me.
20-0.
Hi, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me.
Taylor Swift seems to have broken into the booth and has now hopped on play-by-play.
Hey guys, it's me, Taylor Swift. Go save my new album, The Melodic Blue.
It is actually Taylor Swift, I can confirm. Disciples need to get something going here. Their momentum is dwindling now as they're going to do a short pass. Zapata, fancy move, but quickly deflagged by the 41 of John Bliss.
Down to about 3 yards short of the line to gain. Set up second down to the 20.
Oh, Jack. He's playing deep safety.
And a sack there. And it looks like Blanchard has just been having a tough time even getting out of the pocket.
Back on the play by the Reptilians by Anderson.
Sack will be
third down with the 20-yard line to gain.
given to Anderson there. And the Disciples' woes continue as the defense has just been too strong, and Blanchard is going to go down. It looks like he just got squeezed in between his two blockers.
In the backfield.
And it'll be attributed as a sack. 20-yard line to gain now. As the Reptilian D-line is just pushing them back further and further. Looks like they're going to try to get more blockers for Blanchard to get the ball in the air. Looks like he's got a halfback right close to him. Could have gone for a possible run, and this could be a safety. Blanchard's going to air it out middle of the field, and it is caught. A lot of contact there.
Pass completed for a first down.
They collided together.
They did collide. I can't see exactly who made that reception. But it was a good one at that. Finally, a bit of hope here as Blanchard once again is going to air it out. Hool! Did he have a foot in?
And Hool with the interception.
He's going to have a pick there. Mason Hool had to contort his body there to keep 1 foot in and both hands on the ball. And the Reptilians continue to dominate here. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Things are looking bleak here for the Disciples.
It will be 1st and 8 for the Reptilians.
As we are getting some static, that is what you're hearing through the PA system. And the Reptilians will line up once more. Hennon with the snap. Only one person blitzing now is, oh, there comes Zapata coming out of the backfield, caught by the number 13. Doesn't get deflagged yet. The number 13 of Brady Conlon, one of his first appearances of this game, was able to bump into a Disciples defender without getting deflagged and make it a few yards. But we will see a flag guarding call here on the 13 of Conlon. And this will be a 10-yard penalty.
And will result in a replay of down.
And this will be a replay of downs here. The way the Reptilians have been playing tonight, that was simply a minor inconvenience.
1st and 9 with the 40-yard line to gain.
40-yard line to gain now, 1st and 9. Hennon, bit of sticky fingers there as the ball is spiked into the ground. I'm sure that wasn't his intention. 2nd down now, 40 to gain.
Little country in the booth today, courtesy of Sean Butler. I am in so much pain.
Hennon with the snap, waiting once more. He's getting chased. There's 2 people on him. He's going to use his speed once again. It is just incredible to see how far he can make it up the field with 2 defenders in tow.
Man, there's 2 things in life. Either that boy don't got legs or that boy got legs. And let me tell you, that boy got legs.
A wise comment from my co-host
From the
up here.
gremlin to your left.
He's very tired, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm also, yeah.
And another snap coming up here. Jack Hennon with the snap. Almost gets deflagged. He's going to toss this one up to... Oh, what an incredible move. Braden Anderson was able to squeeze himself in between two defenders there and keep rolling down the field. As we conclude our third quarter, 10 minutes left in this game, will the Disciples be able to find some momentum here and put up 20?
I have an exam tomorrow, so I got to study for that.
The Reptilians, on the other hand, have been really keeping their boot on the necks of the Disciples here. Not leaving any breathing room. As our fourth quarter is about to get underway here at Meade Stadium in Kingston, Rhode Island. Ladies and gentlemen, as the night has descended upon us, it has gotten chillier and chillier. It certainly is up here in the booth.
What?
Jack Hennon, once again with the snap. Looks like he's going to run up the gut. He's going to get it off to Anderson, who avoids the first deflag. He's going to avoid a second one and a third. And then exclaim in awe as a flag is thrown out on the play. It looks like he got through three defenders there, possible flag guarding goal. And that's what it's going to be.
Be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul and replay second down.
And it's going to be a 10-yard penalty for the Reptilians. Second down now.
Will be 2nd and 21 with the goal to gain.
2nd and 21, goal to gain here for the blue jerseys. As the Disciples just look clueless out there as to what to do with this high-powered Reptilians offense. Once again, the snap. He's got two people on him. He's just going to dump it off to the number 5, who's going to get through a couple defenders, still not taken down, and eventually taken down, it looks like, just at the 30. Sam Trozic.
Down at the 8-yard line. Will bring up 3rd and 8
with some fancy footwork. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 with the goal line to gain. The Reptilians must make their move now or force a turnover here. And here comes the snap. And he's got a, oh, it almost had it into the hands of Gallagher just a little bit. If it had been over to the left a little bit more, Gallagher would have been able to hang on to that. A great effort anyway to lay out like that. One more chance here for the Reptilians, as it is now 4th and goal. And it is not far out of their reach. Just about 8 yards out. Hennon to the back left. John Bliss is going to come down with it.
Touchdown from Hennon to Bliss.
An excellent little floating pass just over the head of the defender. We've seen passes like that from Hennon all night. John Bliss on the other end to just wrap it up. That is going to bring our score to 26-0 here in the fourth quarter.
Point after touchdown will be for 1.
And it looks like the Reptilians are just going to settle for 1 here. No need to grab anything more with this lead that they currently have. And there's a quick pass right out
Conversion complete
to
to
McSparran.
1. Making the score, Reptilians 27, Disciples of Sam 0.
27-0 now. And Matt, it looks like you're going through a tough time over here, possibly praying. Could you be praying for a comeback for the Disciples of Sam here?
Nah, dog.
And we're going to get a firm but steady nah dog from my co-host up here, who's really going through it.
Talking to God right now.
And Tommy McSparran, he's been pretty quiet this game,
Disciples of Sam take over on their own.
but is able to pick up that 1-point conversion.
20 to game.
And once again, heavy pressure in the Disciples' backfield. A great grab from Gallagher there.
Pass completed.
First down,
For the first down.
40 to gain for the Disciples, who are really looking for a foothold late in this game here. And we're going to see a running play. Going to get the flag not too far after. It seems like Blanchard has been relieved of his duties as quarterback. It's going to be the number 5 of Nate Jett, who is stepping in for him. Anything to get this offense rolling here. Almost sacked. Almost into the hands of Zapata as well. That was a very risky play there. It looked like Jett was about to get sacked. And he just tried to fire it off to main target Zapata this evening. Snap once again. Jett looking around the field. He's going to fire it low. Looking for Zapata once again. And it is quickly 4th down and 12. 40-yard line to gain here. There is not much that can be said about this Disciples offense. They haven't been able to work around and find ways to beat out this Reptilian offense. Another scramble to the right. Almost another D flag. He's just going to toss it up again to Zapata in double coverage. It looks like they are out of ideas, folks.
And knocks it down and will result in a turnover on downs.
And a turnover on downs as we reach 4 minutes here in our final quarter of this 2022 Fall Men's Intramural Flag Football Championship.
Now, Max, I'm going to be honest with you. I think they're probably just going to run this out to the 2-minute because then that game is over.
That would be a smart idea, but something tells me they want more.
Yes, they're hungry. Look at them. They're like a Tyrannosaurus Rex inside a shopping mall.
They're practically foaming at the mouths for another touchdown.
I can see the foam from here. It's like
especially Mason Hool out there. He got that dog in him. And a long pass. And a second down attempt here. And ladies and gentlemen, if these Reptilians decide to dwindle this clock down to the 2-minute mark, that will be the game. And they've certainly deserved it, both on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive. 1 minute left to play. He's going to sling it across. Back to the favorite target of Connor Gallagher. He's seen his fair share of touches this evening.
Goal line to gain.
And it looks like they're just going to try and run out the clock here with 2:30 left on the clock. That would mean 30 seconds left for the Disciples to make something happen, get a score on the board. And they're just going to keep going short game with Gallagher once more.
Well, now there's 17 seconds left in the game, Max. I think we can agree without a shadow of a doubt there's no other option at MVP besides Hennon. Am I wrong in saying that?
Jack Hennon was able to, he was using the air and the ground to really pile it on today. He was able to sling the ball far downfield, make excellent, accurate passes into the end zone. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the Reptilians are your 2022 official Fall Flag Football Men's Champions.
Reptilians 33, Disciples of Sam.
And like we were saying earlier,
well, there we have it.
There we have it. Ain't much to be said more about this game. Oh, they got 33 there.
Return for a touchdown. Today's game MVP is quarterback Jack Hennon.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is official now. Jack Hennon has been named the MVP for this Reptilian squad. as they blow out the Disciples of Sam 33-0 in only what I can really describe as a lopsided performance. One team was simply better than the other, and that's what it boiled down to today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will commence the festivities for this winning Reptilians team.
Champions in the co-rec division, Rat City Records, and in the men's division, the Reptilians.
Mason Hull with the big 2 for 2 tonight.
Big 2 for 2, or 2-0.
You know, some might say at home that he bandwagoned the Reptilians, but I'm also one that says that.
It makes a lot of sense. It does. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to tonight's festivities. The Reptilians definitely earned their spot, and our previous winner in our co-rec team, Rat City Records, both teams did a great job and were able to overcome the odds. So with that, my name is Max Merkel.
I'm Taylor Swift.
And my co-host, Taylor Swift, who sounds a little sick. She has the suds. We thank you very